Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we will be doing a different video. Yeah, we do occasionally. What if like Croatia or Poland or Germany or France form their empire? But today we will be doing, if you saw by the title, the alternative future of the world series part one. Yes, this is heavily inspired by Adis Pro. So go check him out. I will leave his what is it called, his channel at the end of the video. So if you don't really care about the video, you want to go see his channel, just skip to the end of the video and it will be shown. So yes, guys, um alternative future of the world. I'm excited, I'm pumped because I've never done a series on mapping before. We don't talk about the New World series, but yeah, I've never done a series on mapping before. So let's get straight into the video. So first we have the current war in Ukraine. Russia is not doing as good as they thought, but the Ukraine launches their counteroffensive. If you don't know that there's a counteroffensive going on, and they completely capture all the southern parts. The Donbass area is not looking too good, while the Russians make push up in the north. But down here in the south, they do lose a little bit land here in Crimea because they invaded that in 2014 to 2015. I forgot, but yeah, there's full-on war in Ukraine, and now they start relaunching their operation in the north, which goes okay for them. I mean, they meet up to make an entire front line against Ukraine, but Ukraine is still pushing through, soon capturing the entire state of Crimea, and it's going good for them. But now, um, they're back. So yeah, they're pushing in at en masse speeds. They try to push the Russians out of Ukraine, which would be crazy. But yeah, that's all they can do. And now the full Russian army is here with their tanks and their World War II tactics, but they're still pushing at en masse speeds. Ukraine at this point has used all of their NATO weapons. They're still trying to bring over NATO weapons from here. And yeah, so finally they get there, and when they meet this border, which they have captured. No, wait, hold on. I didn't mean to draw where they captured Kiev. So yeah, let's just like make it right here. So they're about to capture Kiev, and yeah, they arrived to the scene. Russian troops were about to go down and capture Crimea, but no, they reinforced the area. They pushed back in the south like they did before, and they pushed back in the north to make more land around Crimea. Not Crimea, Kiev, sorry. Both starts with a K, so you get what I mean. So yeah, but Russia tried like bulging out in the middle, try and like get land, and this goes successfully because they weren't expecting for a bulge out in the center of their country, and then it'll make a massive, massive, massive encirclement in the south here, and they start crashing in on the encirclement until it is no more. So yeah, that did really not go well for the Ukrainians. Yeah. So, but now the NATO weapons have arrived like they did earlier, and they're starting to push back a little bit, but not as much as they would like. And they push it back a little bit in the north, and we just see the same thing back and forth, back and forth. That's what it has been for the past year. But finally, Ukraine starts to crumble. Um, Actually, Russia steals the NATO weapons from Ukraine. They cut off the southern part of Ukraine and make it unfold. And you can see an encirclement starts to link up. So the Ukrainian troops, um, Zelensky orders all Ukrainian troops to bulge out everywhere in like a big circle. And they do that successfully. And they actually get rid of the encirclement. But there is still threat of encirclement coming in, and there's still threat of invasion coming in. And then big turning point for the war. Belarus joins to puppet of Russia. But yeah, Belarus joins the war, and that completely changes the dynamics. I mean, Ukraine is fumbling at this point. I mean, Ukraine is not looking too good. They're like a blob now. But yeah, now they were going in through Poland and Slovakia and all those areas through Hungary. But now they have to rely all on Romania and Moldova. They're just like, ah, put all troops. With those NATO weapons flowing into the country, we do see a little bit of pushback. Yeah, and that pushback is true, and they're doing a lot of pushback. They even like fumble the Belarusians because they fumble. And yeah, Ukraine is definitely not winning, but they're really not like they're winning and they're losing at the same time. I mean, look at them. They're about to fumble. They're fumbling. They like thingied. Yeah. So Ukraine, Zelensky goes over to Putin in Moscow and says, "Hey, if you don't annex us and puppet us, you can take all of the land on the river that I forgot the name." And he says no. He said go away, and the Russians still invade to maybe get a puppet government out of Ukraine. And Ukraine, 4.5 million weapons a day moving into Ukraine, and those weapons really pay out because Ukraine goes into massive conscription throughout the barely surviving villages, and yeah, they recapture capital, which is good for them, and they support like a big thing on that um line against Belarus. They cut off some Russians down there, and yeah, there it's really not looking good for Russia until we meet at this way line. At this point, Russia has invaded half of Ukraine, and they're like, "Yo, I am done with this. I know you're done with this. It's exhausting. I'm done. Get me out of this war. I don't like you." And Zelensky agrees under one terms. They cede all of this land off of the river I forgot of, and yeah, they're like, sure, we will take this annexed territory. I'll minus this right here because I drew the line wrong. And yeah, see you guys after the peace treaty. Well, you already know the peace treaty, but I'll cut so it doesn't take as long. So yeah, I did adjust the line a bit because it did not look good at all. But now Ukraine gets to join NATO, and everybody's happy except Ukraine. Um, adjusting Mike MVP. So yeah, not MVP. So now Russia is bigger now because they invaded thing. And yeah, let's just take a look at the alliance map. These are the world alliances of the world, and yeah, we have alliances like NATO, the Rio Pact, the Gulf Defensive Pact. We have Pact I forgot name of, but I know it exists. We have the CSTO, and yeah, we do see countries like Sweden, Ukraine, and Moldova join NATO. So yeah, that's all cool. And yeah, we do have a new alliance forming up. It's called Quad V2. So yeah, it's with Taiwan, Japan, South Korea, United States, but I gotta give them a new color because they're in that thing. And Australia. So yeah, this is new quad that just got formed. And India, I'm sorry, but you are no longer in the quad. You've been kicked out. But yeah, that's cool, because thing. What's the I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, that makes life even better. So yeah, US does have a bunch of pacts between Israel and a bunch of other countries, but um yeah, I'm just not gonna color every single defensive pact on the planet because that is way too much for me to color in, and if I color that in, should just be a long while. So yeah, we have the United States in their custom color. You're welcome. Be happy. Oh yeah. So yeah. We have two more things I'm gonna do, which is the Russian invasion of Georgia. Yeah. And that's Russia's invasion of Georgia. So yeah. Georgia is invading Georgia. Russia's invading Georgia. It goes pretty swift, but not as fast as you would think because um whole mountain thing and the World Cup skiing, not FIFA World Cup, but the skiing World Cup was hosted here. Yeah. I know about that. But yeah, it gets invaded and toppled over, and as we see in peace treaty, it totally doesn't get fully annexed or anything, but it gets fully annexed. So yeah, looking at the alliance map, yeah. Poor old Georgia got invaded. I mean, how sad. So yeah, I mean, we have all the major conflicts for now, but we have one last thing, and that is well, Saudi Arabia's invasion of Yemen. So Yemen does have democratic groups within itself, which is mainly I think up here. So I think they already have land up here, and there's Saudi people here, and also I think right here. So they already technically have land here because there's democratic things. But yeah, they just want to go in and stabilize if they can. I mean, it would be really hard. But yeah, try and stabilize Yemen. They go in and around the coast. They captured this strait, which is one of the most important straits in the world. That's why, fun fact, Djibouti has so much military base for everybody. Everybody wants a military base there, because it's so important. So yeah, Yemen gets slapped so hard. They even I'm sorry, but they get slapped so hard that they don't even know they're in their own civil war, and they just get annihilated. Annihilated. Looking at the peace treaty here, we can see that. Looking at the peace treaty here, there is now border gore in the Middle East. Yeah, these borders do not look good. It's like, yeah, these swerve. That's fine. It's whatever. But then straight up, down over what? Come on, Saudi Arabia. So yeah, looking at that, that happens. But looking at the alliance map, this happens. So yeah, that's cool because now they're in the Gulf Shield Defensive Organization thing used in the Gulf War. So yeah, that thing is here, and now I shall end this video. Wait. Hold on, we gotta do a little thing over here because Cuba probably not gonna keep their own government for long. So we're just gonna do a little thing over here where the United States totally peacefully annexes Cuba. Totally peacefully. I mean, why would they do it any other way? Russia's not putting bombs in there or anything. I was totally not like a year outdated or anything. But like, yeah, whatever or anything. But yeah. So yeah, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to like this video. I haven't been getting that many likes. So yes, Geraldine comments. Please like this video and subscribe. If you have maybe a second of your time, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot. So yeah, guys, I hope you like this video. If you did, smash that like button, and I will see you all next time. Wait, subscribe. Okay. And I will see you all next time. Guten Tag. Wait, which one?